Through suffering, Jesus brought us salvation, us freedom and liberation. My dear brothers and sisters, in today's gospel, Jesus speaks about his sufferings and death. We are in the season of Advent and a season of hope and joy because we are preparing for the birth of Jesus to celebrate the Christmas. So suddenly this gospel that speaks about Jesus himself speaks about his death, suffering. So how come this suddenly the concept of his death? In fact, the previous part of this gospel passage is the event that took place on the mount where Jesus was transfigured. And so after the transfiguration, they come down and then we have this today's gospel. So in fact, the transfiguration where Jesus was talking about his sufferings and his death, the passion that he would be going through. So that's how the today's gospel, the whole conversation between Jesus and his disciple is about the suffering is because of the event that took place on the mountain, the transfiguration event. So that's a connection. The second thing, the question that we ask is, Jesus also speaks about Elijah. The Elijah has to come, and then Jesus says Elijah has already come. So how do we understand this concept of Elijah? Elijah was dead and gone long back. So how he will come? Because according to the Jews and according to the book of Malachi, in that book the prophet had spoken that at the time of the day of the Lord, Elijah will come back. So as the time of the day of the Lord, the Elijah will come back. So that was the concept people were having, that Elijah should be coming. So, and in fact, the early Christians and people along with Jesus of his time, they believed that Elijah came through John the Baptist. So that was the belief. And that's why Jesus also says that Elijah has already come. But whatever may be the background, whether Elijah will be coming, it has a connection, as I said. See, the Messiah would be coming, and that coming of the Messiah is people understood as the day of the Lord. For us, yes, for us the day of the Lord today is the second coming of Jesus, the judgment day. In fact, now that judgment day will be coming in the future, so we don't worry about whether Elijah has come or not. But coming back to the passage of today's reading is where, although these two, Elijah's issue and the suffering of Jesus is mentioned, know that through suffering, Jesus brought us salvation, us freedom and liberation. So suffering of Jesus, death of Jesus is actually leading us towards hope. Because if there was no suffering of Jesus, there was no death of Jesus, that we would not have our redemption. So somehow this suffering and death, although is speaking, and they actually happened in Jesus, so that is giving us hope. So my dear brothers and sisters, as we prepare ourselves for the celebration of Christmas, and so during this time, what we do is actually we are preparing, we are waiting, and this preparations and waiting actually is in hope. So the sufferings of Jesus brings hope, and the fact that we are preparing and we are waiting also is in context of hope, that we are waiting to celebrate the birth of Jesus. So no matter what we need to concentrate these days is that we prepare with joy, that we wait in joy and hope, so that we celebrate the beautiful season of Christmas and the day of the Lord. So let the day of the Lord for us be a day of transformation as we prepare ourselves day by day, and whatever the good things that we do, whatever the reflections that brings goodness in our life, let it lead us to a transformed personality when the day of the Lord comes, and especially as we live good life of charity, we become more and more transformed into the image of Christ, and this life of charity will help us to celebrate better Christmas this time. May the Lord bless us, guide us, inspire us. God bless you.